नाज़रीन, इस वक्त मेरे साथ बारबरा लॉलर है, प्रेसिडेंट बेकर रियल्टी। इनसे हम कुछ फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स की बात करेंगे, कुछ नए ग्राफ्स की बात करेंगे और फिर साथ साथ में कौन कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स लाइन अप है और आपको हेड्स अप देंगे। हाय बारबरा, हाउ आर यू?
I'm great, Zia. How are you?
Not bad. You look so fresh.
Thank you.
I know you have a great graph to discuss with the viewers, which go neck to neck with TSX and the condominium sales in investment section. What that graph is exactly?
Well, it is a real net graph. But it shows since 2007 how the dollar per foot of new construction condominiums have performed against the TSX. And we're actually outperforming the TSX at present. And I think, Zia, that most people understand real estate as an investment, and not everybody is sophisticated enough to be able to withstand the volatility of the TSX. But the graph shows it beautifully.
No, definitely, definitely. And there is always a rumor, a word among the people going on like that. There is a influx of a lot of condominium units in the market. Yes. Is that true?
It's actually, certainly there are lots of condominiums coming into the market, but the idea that that we have a glut and that we won't be able to absorb the numbers into our rental market is quite false. The second quarter of 2015, we saw a record number of high-rise buildings being registered. 23 high-rise buildings were registered, and that brought over 6,000 new units into the rental market, and the demand was there. The demand, we absorbed 90% of those units in very short length of time. So I don't think that there is a danger. In fact, our inventories are declining this year. Normally we can absorb 25,000 units. We're down below 20,000 at present for 2015. So I think the media dramatizes a lot of headline, attention-grabbing headlines.
Exactly. Now, 2015, second half would be a very active market again. And there are some really amazing products queued, just to be released in the second half.
Yes.
So from Baker platform, what you have for our audience, to share when it comes to these new projects?
Well, we have the pleasure of representing sales for Remington, and we represent their sales at downtown Markham, and we have just been confirmed that York University campus is opening right at downtown Markham, and I can't tell you what that means to the next phase of downtown Markham, which we're bringing to the market in October, and the registrations are off the map. We have huge interest because of the university campus. Investors will buy in this location very strongly in the fall. People will want to live there so that their children can attend the campus of the York University. I think it's going to have a tremendous impact on the sales at downtown Markham.
A lot of people ask me and they try to comparison how low-rise versus high-rise. I have a very recent example. I rented one plus den in downtown for $2,400, $2,400. Yes. Can you imagine one plus den downtown $2,400 rent versus if you buy a townhouse in the outskirts, in the suburb for at least $650,000, you'll be lucky if you can rent it for $2,000. So positive cash flow is always in a high rise. Do you agree with me?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And certainly what we're seeing is that our vacancy rate is really steady at 2%, and the rent index has actually increased this year by 4.6%. So I agree with you 100% that the best rents are going to be achieved in condominiums in downtown, the closer to downtown. There's a global trend that people want to be in the heart of the city. And Toronto is no different.
And I believe this is the right time to take an advantage of the poor loony.
Oh, yes.
Right?
The poor loony. Certainly any economy that is tied to the US dollar makes us look like the deal of the century right now.
No, definitely. And you know what, globally, if you can see what's going on in the different part of the world in terms of real estate opportunity, either you talk about China, you talk about India, or if you, even though if you can see a US market, I guess still in the front of the eyes of these foreign investors, Toronto market and Canadian market is a very lucrative market.
It's a very safe place to put your money. I mean, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Well, I think Toronto wins the race every time.
Especially in the high rise, you know, if you compare as again with the rest of the globe, the deposit structure which we offer, that is unheard of, like, you know, in other areas of the globe. And that rise your return on investment ROI because of the low deposit, even though, as you said, and very well said, like, you know, if you are in a race with a low pace, still, like, you know, you can safely reach to your destination. And that's what real estate Toronto is, real estate Canada is.
Yes, it is. And you're right, 20% deposit is low compared to what you have to pay in other countries. I mean, recently, in the last year, in even Florida, you were paying 50%, sometimes up to 80% by way of deposit in order to get the builder to build the building.
So you think it's the right time for investors to consider to come on board and start investing?
I think it's a fabulous time for investors to focus on Toronto. Toronto is an amazing city, it's a growing city, and our real estate has a long way to grow.
So Barbara, regarding this Remington project in Markham downtown, I know it's a great opportunity because that pocket is doing so well right now, and it was a long project of about 8 years in total, but it's towards its end, like, you know, and now you can see the shape is coming, like, you know, infrastructure is doing so well.
Yes.
Can you share a little more with the viewers about this whole project?
It's quite an amazing project. It is 243 acres of land that Remington is developing.
Okay.
And that makes it actually the largest mixed-use development in all of North America. So, and here we have it right here in the GTA, which is very exciting for us. We're about to bring our 9th building, and in the meantime, offices have moved in, the Cineplex has opened, the hotel is being built. So it really is a brand new city that is being built, downtown Markham.
I like that area so well. You know, as you said, Cineplex, I was there 3 days ago with my son to see Minion 3.
Okay.
So it's a great structure, no doubt. It's a very impressive Cineplex. Like,
yes.
You know, I was so happy to get into that building. But thank you very much, as you always bring such a great information, and who's going to get, like, you know, my audience is not going to get a better heads up and information than yourself. Thank you very much again. Viewers, as you see, Barbara is always coming with a lot of energy, with a lot of excitement and news and graphs and facts and figures. Definitely, this is the time for you guys to consider investment in Toronto area, in Greater Toronto area, high rise, low rise, both. Remington is doing a great job in Markham downtown. If you guys would like to invest in downtown Markham, give me a call. I would be more than happy to accommodate you and further proceed with the details of that project. We'll go on a break from this moment. Stay with us.